guest today is the chairman of Musavat party, Gambar. Welcome to our studio. Thank you. Today Musavat party is celebrating its 100 years of independence and freedom. How and where it's celebrated? First of all, thank you for inviting me to your program. Well, today we are proud to celebrate 100 years of independence of Musavat party, because this is indeed a phenomenal event. There are few parties which are celebrating their 100th anniversary, so I consider it honor and privilege that we have long-lived party. Everyone can realize that Musavat party is extraordinary phenomena because during 100 years the party has struggled for freedom, dignity, independence, and fought against authoritarianism, totalitarianism, injustice. Therefore, we also plan to celebrate the anniversary of the party, and now we are continuing to celebrate it. At the end of the last year, we announced that we declared 2011 Year of Musavat and held various events during the whole year. And as the party has been founded in October, we held events in October. Our allies in Europe decided to hold an international event to mark 100th anniversary of the party, and they are also intended to attend this event. We scheduled to hold this event to October 7. Unfortunately, the government attempted to prevent us from holding the event, and the event was held in headquarters of Musavat party. At the same time, I came to conclusion that the government's negative attitude towards us exposed the regime, the government itself. It had no damage on Musavat party. On the contrary, preparations for the big forum during one day showed that Musavat party is very strong and managed to overcome hard situations. On October 8th, the party held another event to celebrate its anniversary. Local community and representatives from Turkey attended the event. On that day, we received a number of congratulation letters from politicians, our allies living in different countries. Again, I express my gratitude and thanks to those people. European liberals celebrated the anniversary of Musavat party. However, the official of Azerbaijani presidential administration said that this is an event of an ordinary party. How do you appreciate that? This is ignorance of Azerbaijan government. This is our Azerbaijani government's lack of respect towards our nation, history, democratic values, and international community. Any government should be proud of this fact. In fact, they are proud of it during their visit to foreign countries. They say that they have built the first democratic republic in Islamic world, built parliament, and gave women the right to vote. How all this development achieved? Musavat party have done all of that. This was Musavat party which realized all of these achievements. The government should perceive that and celebrate it at state level. Several intelligent people such as Ramiz Roshan and others said that this is a national value and the government should celebrate the event at state level. We would welcome the government's positive attitude towards celebrating the party's anniversary. We are against the monopoly because Musavat party is the value of the whole Azerbaijani nation. However, the government again demonstrated negative attitude, not only refusing to contribute to the organization of the event, but also attempting to prevent us from celebrating the party's anniversary. When speaking about this topic, I remember things happened in 1994. In 1994, we, Musavat party, were planning to celebrate 100th anniversary of Muhammad Amin Rasulzadeh, one of the political leaders who have founded Democratic Republic of Azerbaijan. The government heard about that, and during 3 days, it announced that Rasulzadeh's anniversary will be celebrated at state level. Regarding this, they held an event in Opera and Ballet Theatre, and various guests from Turkey were invited to attend this event. We were also invited. In those years, they understood the values of our nation. They must do it so that not to lose the values that belong to Azerbaijani nation. They should respect it. However, this time, the government refused to organize event, marking Musavat party's anniversary by giving very disgraceful explanation. Musavat party is the Azerbaijani party, At all times, Musavat Party continued to function in Turkey. It was considered to be a leading party in Turkey in the period of Soviet Union. How well developed was Musavat Party in Azerbaijan during Soviet Union? I remember that when I was in Armenia, I have read the letters written by people from Musavat Party to Armenians Dashnak, and also read your letter, and I remember it very well. On April 1920, when Russia occupied Azerbaijan again, for a long time Musavat Party functioned in Azerbaijan secretly. Mirzabala Mehmedzada, Jafar Jabbarlı, and other well-known public figures were members of this party, and this secret struggle continued until 1937. At the same time, there have been a lot of uprisings against Sovietism and Bolshevism in different regions of Azerbaijan. People had struggled for independence. This was our page of heroism. During repressions in 1937, it was impossible to function at organizational levels, and until 1991, when the independence was restored, a person who struggled for freedom and independence of the nation was known as a person from a Musavat Party, because the ideology of Musavat Party is fighting for freedom and independence and dignity of the nation. And as you know, in 1957, heroes of our nation raised the three-colored flag on Maidan Tower as a protest against existing Soviet regime. Similar protests have happened in the same year. Besides, Musavat also continued to function during migration period. Until 1991, Musavat Party continued its activities abroad. One of the evidence showing 100th anniversary of the party is that, although being abroad, the party has continued to develop its ideology, preserve values, and follow developments in Azerbaijan. I talked to a number of people, Bakhtiyar Bahabzadeh, Kudu Mammadov, and they gave me information about activities of Musavat leaders in Turkey. Recently, when entering Azerbaijan Musavat Party, Saida Kocamanlı presented a document to the head of Azerbaijan Culture Circle. The document contains the list of the Musavat members functioning in Azerbaijan during Soviet Union. I also have had a look at the list, and majority of them were intelligent, well-known people of Azerbaijan, and they were members of secretly functioning Musavat Party. And I think that a number of works can be written about the history of Musavat Party, and also a number of researches can be conducted. I believe that our well-known researchers, including Shirmamat Husseinov, will continue researches about this party. Will you hold march regarding the anniversary? Well, October 18 will mark the day of restoration of independence of Azerbaijan, and on this day we are planning to hold a march. And regarding this, we appeal to government authorities and we are waiting for an answer. Of course, if we receive positive response, we will hold the march. If they don't permit it, it will reveal the government's lack of conscience. We are responsible for ourselves. In any situation, we give preference to respect our honor and dignity. We have never wanted to humiliate someone. In all periods, Musavat was leading party, and now Musavat activists have been arrested. How do you appreciate this? As I said before, during 100 years, Musavat Party has fought for independence, freedom, and struggled against totalitarianism and injustice, and it's continuing to struggle. Musavat continued to hold this ideology during 3 years. It was headed by Rasulzadeh in 1918-1920s and Abulfaz Elchibay in 1992-1993. During the rest of the years, Musavat have always struggled, and this struggle is continuing now. We are proud of the activists who have been arrested. A number of Musavat activists, including Arif Hacılı, are at prison now. They also continue struggling at prisons. It can be seen from their magnificent speeches during court proceedings. Ülvi Guriyev left New Azerbaijan Party and became member of Musavat Party. Elnur Isagulu entered Azerbaijan Popular Front Party. And I believe that they will be soon released and we will continue our activities together. Musavat Party's ideology has always been the leading ideology on CIC space. And with this ideology, Azerbaijan restored its independence in 1991. And today all the world states are speaking about Arab Spring. Will Musavat Party be able to change Arab Spring into CIC Spring? I mean, will the party be able to bring democracy to CIC space? Well, interesting. When national movement began in 1988, the Soviet Azerbaijani flags in the squares. However, after 1 or 2 days, the three colored flags was waved in the squares. This was a phenomenon coming out of people's political memories. And when the Popular Front was established in 1989, led by Abulfaz Elchibay, we stated that it was based on ideology of Musavat party. And Abulfaz Elchibay always considered himself a member of Musavat party. And our main target was to restore independence. Thanks to Abulfaz Elchibay in 1991, three-colored flag again was raised and Azerbaijan restored its independence. And in this regard, I feel that at present there is need for ideology of Musavat party. And ideology contains national, social targets and liberal values. And this ideology was one of the leading ideology towards the end of 20th century. This ideology teaches people how to build a society. And I believe that Musavat ideology will become the leading ideology in Azerbaijan too, not only in the minds of people, but also in the government itself will accept this ideology. Thank you for the interview. My guest today was the chairman of Musavat Party, Gambar. As an employee of Objective TV, we also congratulate Musavat Party on the day of its 100th anniversary. Thank you.